Good morning, everyone who is here. Lisa Marie is here and Jean is here. Good morning, good morning. Should I get my chat on with everyone? I was trying to find out how to zoom in a little bit, but I guess it would take me getting a plug-in for this app, and I'm not into playing around with such things, so it's not happening today anyway. Good morning, Lisa Marie. How are you doing? Good morning, Mary. Good to see you. Hi, Vicki. Diane from sunny Canada. I just got a notification that we are getting a snowstorm tomorrow. Well, up to 7 inches. That's nothing here. Good morning, Honor. Oh, thank you, Lisa Marie. I don't know what, but thank you. Good morning to Kathleen and June. Everybody's filing in. Hi, Rose. So I have a whole list of stuff to tell you guys about and to show you, but I'm going to wait just about 2 more minutes here. Hey, Adam. Got caught by advertisements. You don't have YouTube Premium. Are you kidding me? Good to see you, Adam. I'm going to be talking about you here in a minute. Hi, Beverly. Jean, did I get a haircut? Yes, I did. It's a little short, but it'll grow, right? Thank you, Adam. It's shorter in the back than what I normally get it, but it will do for now. No, it will. It's fine. Good morning, Terry. Good to see you. Patricia, Rosita, Kathy Walcott, Linda Denton. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, so I would say it's just about time to get started. Now, happy mail has to come first, right? Okay. So now normally I will hold on to something and not use it until What's Up Wednesday. But not this week because I received some gorgeous, I had to put these all in stacks because I had them everywhere. Adam from Adam Sews, and I'm going to link him down below if you haven't checked out his channel. He sent me Tula pink scraps. Now, I already started sewing them. I have this block going. And the same day I made that, I just sewed some pieces together. Basically, just crumb quilting. I took some of the almost triangular pieces and put them together and squared them off with my 45-degree ruler. And I have different sizes right down to that. And I have strips and pieces sewn together. So last night, I did the same thing. Look at all these. So I started sewing them together. So this afternoon I'm going to start piecing all those crumbs into bigger pieces because it's going to be a tote bag. So I want to say again, Adam has heard me say this easily 100 times, but thank you so much for the Tula Pink scraps. I love using them. I am going to get at least 2, if not 3 bags out of what he sent. In fact, some of what he sent is more than a scrap here. You guys, look at this piece. Now that's a nice big piece of fabric right there. And there were some like this that were strips, and then a lot of just strips and pieces, perfect for my use. So thank you again. Okay, I'm going to scroll back. Let's see. Short at the back, party in the front. Yeah. And Terry says, I got a haircut as well, but you still can't see my neck. Good morning, Judith. You're not late. We just started. We're just getting started. You didn't miss a thing. Honor's getting her hair cut on Friday, long overdue. I know, sometimes I let it go so long, like months. There are times. Okay, all right. Let me see. Hi, Pamela. I'm about to show what you sent me too, because I got some Happy Meal. Hi, Glenda. Yes, it was sweet of him, Rosita. Jean says, yep, I need a haircut badly. It hasn't been cut in over 4 years now. Okay, so yeah, this is unbelievable. Now, before I get on to the next Happy Mail, I want to show you, for anyone wondering what I'm doing, it's this kind of thing. Only it isn't going to be this organized. I just want, it's what I call a Franken bag, because it's pieces just stitched every which way. But what I'm planning for this is something similar to this, where I take the block here, and then to the sides and bottom, it would be scrappy pieces going every which way. So that's my idea. But this bag is one that I showed this piece last week. And as soon as the live stream was over with, I got a message from a subscriber, and she said, I want that bag, please. Well, I didn't have a bag made, so I wasn't quite sure what she was talking about. And she was talking about this. So she realized it wasn't finished, but she said, I want that bag. So this is how it turned out. For anyone who saw my YouTube short, I showed it. The last 2 bags I made had a welt pocket on the outside, but this time I changed it up and made one on the inside with a number 3 zipper. And then on the other side, we have the double pocket for like phone and keys or whatever you want, and a magnetic clasp. I'll tell you more about the sewing projects here in just a bit. So, Happy Mail. As you know, Pamela Crow had won the Creative Word of the Day contest a few months ago, I think it was. And I sent her a zippered bag, and she liked that. And what she did in return, not that she had to, but she did, I got a package from her the other day. So I have to say, she picked very well for me. Now this first piece, I love it, because I love using panels and pre-printed things such as that. Check this out, you guys, serious. Look at that. Look at that little blue sewing machine in the center, this up top. I love this. It all looks like vintage patterns and such. I hope you can see everything well. Oh, Glenda says, love the short. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. Thank you very much. Okay, and this is, if I get this right, replicas of UK train posters, travel posters. So I had to show my husband because he is right into trains. Isn't that nice? So more panels to use. And she lives close to where Beatrix Potter wrote and illustrated her books. And now I won't read you what's inside because I do try to keep most of those private, but check out the card that she made for me. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all the little pieces. So thank you very much, Pamela. It was very appreciated, and I was so surprised because I didn't know it was coming. So there was one more thing in her package, okay? I should have taken it out of the cellophane because I apologize for the noise. You guys, wait till you see this. Okay? Now, this is called a Herdwick coaster. The wool, it's felted with Cumbrian Herdwick fleece. The wool from the Herdwick sheep has unique durable qualities. The fleece has thick bristles, and these form a protective barrier layer. This is particularly useful as the Herdwick spends the winter on the fells. Lambs are born black, and after their first shearing, the fleece turns the distinctive gray coloring. So it has the kind of like the fact sheet with it. So It's a coaster. Is that not the cutest thing? That is so cute. So thank you very much, Pamela. I really appreciate the gift, and I was very surprised. Hi, Stella Ann. Let's see, trying to catch up. Terry, how do you do that your linings fit so snugly? I know the technique, but mine still do not look as fitted as yours. I don't know. I make sure they're the exact same size. If they're not, I will go back and tighten them because I just can't finish it if I don't. Good morning, Trinette. Oh, she's at work. Everyone be quiet. Trinette's at work. You can't let her get caught. Good morning, Norma Jean. Can't stay too long. A friend and I going shopping. Unfortunately, she's not a sewer, so we won't be going to any fabric stores. Well, darn it. Thank you, Terry. Mary. Goodness, a little woolly lamb, yes. Okay. I want to go back to this bag for a moment, okay? And I still have something else that happened this week, but the very second that I knew that Jan wanted this bag, of course, I was excited to work on it because I could make just these plain tote bags just constantly. And I call them plain because I basically make the same things over and over, just in different ways. I got this all sewn together, and I had pins going along here because all I needed to do was top stitch and then close the opening in the lining. And I thought, I'll leave that until morning. So I got up the next morning and I went, you did what? I had forgotten to put the magnetic clasp on the bag. No, I'm not kidding. So, as you know, I sew it inside so the lining can't come out. So I had to flip the bag inside out, take that apart, and then I had to take the top and the bottom parts of, the lining from the outer part, which was top and bottom when they're pulled inside out, and seam rip around there so that I could get this perfectly even, because I can't, if they're not exactly even in the middle, I'm not going to be a happy camper. And how's the saying go? If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Okay, let me see. I gotta scroll back. Trinette, haha, love it. Honor says, wow, love it. Thank you. Yes, Terry, I want you to be quiet. I'm teasing. I could not stifle you. Good morning, Aunt Di. Good to see you. Good morning, Dorothy. Uh-oh, Honor's jinxing Lisa Marie. Okay, so I set this aside when it was all done with the magnetic clasp on there, and I went on to my next project, which was this open wide zippered bag, which is a little bit larger than what I normally make them, but that was on purpose. And I put my tag lower because this was white and I wanted to I want it to show. I got this to the point where all I needed to do yet again was top stitch and close the lining opening, and what do you guess I had done? I had forgotten to put my tag on it. So just like the tote bag, and I know you're giggling, and I know Terry is giggling, and I know Honor's probably back there, he. I tore it all apart with my seam ripper, thinking back to the bag from the day before and thought, how did you do this yet again with something different? Now I ironed this on here, which it does iron on, but you have to stitch it down. So it irons to stay in place, okay? So iron it down. I've got another one, the exact same one. Iron that one on there. Put it all together again. I'd forgotten to stitch it down. Yeah. I had to take it apart again to stitch it down. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, and I'm going on to something else because I couldn't do that again if I tried. I'm like, are you kidding me? Mary has headphones. Oh, yes, and have we dropped Jean's channel in here, or did Jean, because she has a new video out from Tip Demo Tuesday. Lisa's trying very hard to keep Terry quiet. It's like herding cats. Oh, goodness. Yes, Glenda, it was a bummer. The thing is like, how many times can you make basically the same mistake? I mean, really. Yeah. At the same time is the thing. Norma Jean says, I love your tags. Where do you get them? I was on Etsy one day and I typed in labels and they came up, and it is, I go to say it and I lose it. You give me just 1 second. I know the name just as sure as I'm sitting here and I can't think of it. Because I need to order some more. I have different ones, and I have fold over ones as well, but Ever Emblem, EVEREMBLEM, Ever Emblem. So I have these that are 1 by 2, and then I have these which are 1 by 1, and they iron on. I'm not sure why this is, why it's so fuzzy. I mean, I guess you can see it. Then I have some that fold over. I have 2 different ones that I bought. There's their name right there. Because the first ones I bought were the silk ones, and they look nice, but my dry skin catches on them, so they fray easily. Okay, so like this one I got printed. Yeah, see, it frays. Handmade with love by Mimi. That's what my grandchildren call me. And so they fold right in half and you put the tag inside. Usually they don't fray that bad, but that's because I have dry skin. It's just like Velcro. And my other tags, because I have 2 other tags that I bought from them. And you can get them pre-cut or cut them yourself. I cut them myself with my rotary cutter and my ruler because the cost is crazy. Like, I'll do it myself. So I have some that say handmade by Marie, and these are the fold over ones. And then I have some that just show a sewing machine and say Marie Fagioli. Now I'm wondering if my camera lens is dirty or something because it just won't show. Goodness, what am I to do? Let's see. Good morning, Kimberly. Good to see you. Hi, Lucy. Terry says, I wonder if there's a market for a seam ripping service. Well, you better believe it. Lisa says, Marie, as a married woman, should you be spending so much time with Jack? Where'd Jack go? Jack, you little ripper, you. I can't even find, oh, here he is. He's just like anyway, never around when you need him. I put an elastic around him, though, to keep him tethered. No. After I broke this, I felt terrible. And so the only way to keep it from rolling was to put the elastic around it. It's not like 100%, but it really helps. Good morning, Betty. Jack the Ripper was my best friend last week. You and me both, Betty. You and me both. Hi, Tracy. Do I have any of those ruler trays? He just brought me up a whole bunch more. I have. And he just bought enough to make more. I have 6 or 8 of the ruler boxes for anyone who's interested. And I have 2 that are the business card size. I don't know how many of you have seen those. But I had him make me up one one day for my business cards. I think that's just the cutest thing. Look what he came up with the other day. It's just big enough to hold, you know, little doodads. I just put some threads and stuff in it. But anyway, if you're interested in those, I'm assuming that's why you asked. Whoops, let me scroll back. I'm sorry. I'm assuming that's why you asked, Tracy, but just email me. My email address isn't in the description box yet, but it will be, but it's under any of my tutorials in the description boxes. Just mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com. Make sure you get 2 S's. Okay, let's see. Terry says Lisa was the real troublemaker. Now see, the pointing goes back and forth, and a couple of weeks ago the girls were like, where's Adam? So I told them he was in trouble if he didn't show up. Oh goodness. Let's see. You're welcome, Norma Jean. I like them. I need to order again. I'm getting low. Terry is being technical, and she says the camera tries to focus on your face when you hold the label up. I think you have to duck or put the label in front of your face. At least that's what I see others do. Well, you could be right. Let's try it. Is that any better? I don't know, but it makes sense. Thank you. Kimberly, you wonder if it would help on the silk edges to sear the edges. I don't know, but I melted mine with a lighter trying to do it like with the zipper because it went up really quick. I was like, youch. I think it was a little bit too much flame on my side. My hand behind the label, that might help. Nah. Still doesn't want to focus on that wording, does it? Terry and Lisa are angels. Oh my goodness. Look out for the lies here, ladies. Look out for the lies. They're just spinning yarns. Good evening from Western Australia. Hello, Janet. Good. I am so glad you dropped by. It would be late there, wouldn't it? Tracy, oh my goodness. Okay, wait, Terry, he's so talented. Sorry, I don't know his name. It's Johnny. Johnny and Marie. Kind of, if you grew up in the 70s with Donnie and Marie, just think Johnny and Marie. Yeah. And Tracy, oh my goodness, what do I need to do to get a couple of those? If you're talking about the boxes, you just contact me by messenger or email. So, but yeah, he came up the other day and brought me 6 more. He said, if you need any. And then I noticed he went to Lowe's the other day and bought more yardsticks and such. The only thing that's bad about that is Lowe's is the only place we can get yardsticks here. And you know, years ago you could go to any hardware store, which I don't even know how many hardware stores are left now, but you used to be able to get them printed with different companies and stuff, but all we can get is Lowe's anyway. Thank you, Kimberly. I think they're cute card holders too. Adam says, I was at work. I wish I had been in the bath. Yes. Okay, so back to the subjects at hand. This weekend is a tutorial weekend, and I will not be alone. Adam is going to teach us all on the tutorial on my channel. Well, let me see. I don't even know how to word this. Adam and I will be filming on Zoom. He's heading up the tutorial that you guys will see on Sunday. So thank you, Adam. We appreciate it. And he and I will be getting together hopefully on Friday to film that because we don't mind waiting until the last minute. No, really, we don't have much to edit. He wouldn't make a mistake. Speaking of filming, a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I filmed with Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm going to leave her link below after the video. That video will be dropping tomorrow. So if you want to watch us chit chat, it's only about 30 or 35 minutes. We had a great time, as we always do. And her and I are both going to drop that on our channels, and I believe it will be midnight Eastern Standard Time, or 11. I can't remember. But whatever midnight Mountain Standard Time is, that's what time I drop it. So it would be different than my regular drop time. And this weekend on Sunday, because, you know, you got to keep busy, I'm going to be filming with Mona Did What? Her and I are going to be filming on Sunday afternoon, and I'm not sure when that video will drop, but it won't be too long. I won't make you guys wait too long. And I'm going to drop her channel below as well. So, after. Okay. I sewed some postcards this week, but before I get to that, this is Happy Mail that I need to tell you about. Only it didn't come through the postal service, okay? So I'm going to show you a picture of something here. Terry messaged me the other day and she told me to check my email. She bought me the Super Bloom bag pattern from So Sweetness. There's the, whoa, two different, it gets way bright there. Anyway, I guess you'll have to look it up. That's kind of what that's what it looks like. So thank you very much, Terry. I really appreciate that. She'd been telling me about the bag, and I told her that is, I love the bag, but I can't justify the pattern guilt because I bought a wallet pattern that I've yet to use. So she went ahead and bought it for me. So, you know, now I have no excuse not to make another bag. Thank you very much, Terry. I really appreciate your thoughtfulness. Let's see. I gotta scroll back up. Adam is busted again. What'd Adam do? Boo to work. I thought Adam left us. He's the instigator. Gotta keep an eye for him. Oh, goodness. Morning, Georgina. Yes, everyone, check out Lisa Marie's new channel. Terry asked the question for me, for her to elaborate. Yeah, this weekend, go Adam and Marie, Dream Team. Okay, let's see. Marden's. No, Marden's doesn't have yardsticks, unfortunately. Well, there went my necklace. Somebody jinxed me. No, I'm teasing. Yeah, I wish Marden's had them. And I checked at Walmart, and every once in a while they will have a yardstick like in the paint section. But other than that, they have them in the sewing section. They have metal, so they've cut the end to make those holes for the metal, and those aren't the ones that are right. Lisa asks if Susan will be there. Well, we never know, but I think I'm going to leave Susan out of it because Adam needs to behave himself, and if Susan's there, you know what's going to happen. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, oh my goodness, it was from a live stream that was hilarious with jokes. Hi, Chris. Oh, Georgina's sewing table runners. Chris says, hey, Marie, good seeing you and everyone. Hope your day is a good one. Well, I'm so happy to see that. I love all these positive messages and energy. Terry says, no pressure. You'll get to it in your spare time. Tell me when that is. Tell me when that is. Adam says Susan will probably be slacking somewhere. Well, of course. Hi, Vivian. Good morning, Marie. Happy to see you. Sorry, too busy moving and my daughter moving to USA. Oh, goodness. But it is very good to see you. We hardly ever see you anymore. Yes, Lisa Marie, I agree. Adam did wonderful on the runway. I was like, I'm so proud. He says he was petrified yet again. I'm like a U.S. mommy going, go Adam, go Adam, yay. All right, so one thing I wanted to say, I had someone correct me, and they are 100% correct. I showed one of my new irons, and I was saying how you have to use this, which the iron sits down on it this way, or it stores this way and hangs up. But, because I was looking going, well, you can't set it down. Well, yes, you can. You pull the cord to the side. Now, it doesn't go to this side and stay as well. It goes off to the right. So it will stand up. It's standing up, I promise. See? So, thank you. Yes, Terry, I saw that you made that bag. In fact, I want to share with Kimberly from my fabric addiction that you used her fabric, because that was just fabulous. Fabulous. If anyone hasn't seen Terry's rendition of the Super Bloom bag, you can check it out on the Facebook group. Chris says, I love these chats. It's like actually visiting. I love all my new friends. That's the best part of it, isn't it? It really, truly is. Oh, guess who? It's Nancy. Good to see you. Lisa Marie says, Marie, we were proud of him because we could be his mom. I know, right? Good morning, Kathy. Okay. All right, let me see. What else? I sewed some postcards. I don't have them here, but I have pictures, which is close. I'm sorry, but I don't have the pictures. But I had such fun because I love making postcards. So let's see if this is going to let me, if I could get this thing right. Well, I guess you get the idea of it. That's what it looked like. It had lace in the upper corner. And I like to use, oops, what did I do? I hit a button. I took it into edit mode and now I can't get out of it. There we go. And this was number 2 postcard that I made. So I sewed the tote bag that sold, and thank you, and that was to Jan. I sewed the tote bag this week. I sewed 2 of these, but I'm only showing you one, but I did 2. I sewed the postcards, and I've been working on the Tula Pink scraps. So that's been my week in sewing. Let me see. Oh, before I forget, the creative word of the day is one that we've used before, but because I showed you all these Tula Pink scraps, we're going to go with the word scrap. So please don't put it here in the comments section, as some of you will do. It's after this video is all over with. You go on YouTube and this live stream will be on YouTube, and you comment below the video and you use the word scrap in a sentence. What do you like to do with your scraps? Is your car a scrap? What is a scrap to you? Okay. Terry says she thinks she did share it with Kimberly. Oh, that's good. That's good. I let her know that I started doing YouTube shorts and that I linked her shop, because when I showed this bag, I did a YouTube short where I showed just the front, and then I did one where I showed the whole bag. Because I am new, that's on my list of things to talk about. I am new to making YouTube shorts. So some days I have ideas and some days I don't. But I told Mona, I said, you're killing me. Like 3 in the past week I've seen that I had the idea to do something and she's already done it. Not that I can't do it, but like I was going to show my old sewing machine and put some music to it. And she did that. And then, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to keep doing them as I have ideas. I made one with the Tula Pink scraps. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I know. The more popular ones were, I showed how to use the zipper jig. That was a popular one. And I made one with zippers. And boy, did I flub up on that one. Because you know, as you're going, the timer's going, you've got 1 minute to go, blah, 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 and say everything that you need to say. And I was trying to think of everything, and I messed up majorly on 2 parts. I meant to say, you know, when I measured them, I said one measures this and one measures that. I meant to say most of the time. And then I showed like a regular zipper you'd buy in the store. And I said, when you buy a zipper like that, it's a number. When you buy a pre-made zipper, it's a 3. Well, it's not always a 3. What I meant is when you buy them that look like that. But either way, I was under a time crunch and, you know. Okay, let's see. The standing iron, does it have auto shut off? It does not. I usually, all my irons have beepers. This is the first one. I have 2 of this iron. It does not have it. So I tell my smart speaker, who shall remain nameless at this moment because I don't want her to start talking. I tend to set that because I will forget. Number 2, I had someone email me and tell me about this, but it's something I've used for years, is I have 2, go to column, what do you call they're where you plug all the outlets in, and they have an on-off switch on the power strip. I have one over there and one over here, and when I leave the sewing room, they're both off. So the longest amount of time my iron would be plugged in would be when those are on. But I do make sure that when I leave the room, whether it's to make lunch or I'm done for the day, that I shut off the power strips. Hi, Patty. Good to see you. Glad you stopped in, and I'm glad you said hello. Adam says, I think I'm going to see if I can get one shipped over from Elise so I can swap the voltage on the side of the iron and just put a UK plug on. Well, Darren can. Yeah, let's clarify here, Adam. You stick to the sewing and you let him do the electrical work, huh? Oh yeah, I'll blow things up if I do wiring. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm trying to catch up here. Honor says, an electrocution hazard with your affinity for electronics in the back. Yeah, right? That's right. She's got you there. Kathy says, I have a question I hope you can help me with. What is the difference between scrappy and crumb blocks? Wow, have you come to the right place? No. It's all a matter of opinion. I wish I knew I was going to answer this question because I have blocks that I could show you. Maybe I can find them, but to me, a crumb is a small piece of fabric. Some people, a crumb is 3 by 3, but it's everyone's definition, okay? Now, this is a perfect rendition to me of a crumb block, okay? That's a crumb block. But other people, even though this is a crazy block because of the way it's made, other people would call this a scrap block, and it is. Either one are scraps. Anything using a scrap of fabric could be called a scrappy block. But a crumb block, to me, is like when you're sewing all these little pieces together. Let me see. Because a lot of times I don't sew just these pieces like this, okay? And I'm probably going to subcut some of these. But many times what I'll do is, let me find a strip here. I might take a piece like this and put a small piece here and a small piece here and then sew and then cut in between them so I've got 2 crumbs to make, because I like the smaller pieces myself. But I know from swapping in a quilt swap group that when I make a crumb block, it's similar to this. This isn't one of mine. This is one someone made. But I remember I spent like hours making one block, and then in return I got one that had maybe 7 or 8 pieces of fabric on there, and I'm like, wait, that's not a crumb. Well, it is. It's just everyone has their own definition of what size a crumb is. Just like I've said with scraps. To me, a scrap is a very small piece of fabric. But to other people, a scrap is anything under a quarter yard. So it just depends on what people think of as a scrap versus a crumb. And I hope that answered your question, Kathy. I'm not really sure other than that. But everyone would give you a different answer, or a little bit different answer. So, let's see. Mary says, love all of them. Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. And Patty's saying hello to everyone. Terry says, scrap? Scrap? I like scraps. We love scraps. Yes, we do. Glenda says, oh, I got beautiful 70s fat quarter from Kimberly. Small world. Kimberly's son played ball in something, I don't know, She confirmed it by saying how hot it was in southwest Oklahoma. Love her material and Marie's talent. She is fabulous, Glenda. She is just such a sweetheart. I sent her a message the other day giving her the links for the YouTube shorts that I put up, so she'd know. But I share with her every once in a while, things that people make using her fabric, or if someone talks about her store on my group, I let her know, because I really appreciate that people help support her small business, because she is fabulous, and she ships so quickly. Her prices are good and she ships quickly. And no, she didn't ask me to say that, but I'm not the only one who will say there's times where you make an order and it goes out that same day. Like, it can go out the very same day. It's amazing. And Adam is laughing. He says, I propped my phone up beside the tub. No washing the phone. Usually when he comes in, he puts this emoji that looks like a shower over the bathtub there. So we always tease him that he's in the tub. Terry says, I checked Kimberly's Etsy shop and I did share the bag with her. Feel free to do so again if you like. Oh, you're welcome. And I will. I probably will. I'll just let her know that I know you and yada yada. Let's see. Lisa says, I love your shorts, Marie. Well, thank you. My first one was done with Aerosmith, and well, not that another one wasn't too, but nobody would know that I'm into the music I'm in by watching my shorts. The last one I made was Rod Stewart, though. Yes. Kimberly, what do you use? Mostly metal or plastic? Yeah, I use nylon all the way. I have never used a metal zipper. I'm too scared of sewing over it or not doing it correctly, so I've always used the nylon zippers. Terry says, I leave a lamp or small light plugged into that power strip so it's a visual reminder that the switch is still on. Yeah, I have a red light on both of them. I made sure that they had that light before I bought them, but yes, that's a good idea. Glenda says, Terry, great for sharing your bag with Kimberly. I always give Marie credit for my creations too. It's funny because I said to Kimberly one day, because I did just say it a month or so ago, I said, I have never told anyone to say, oh, Marie sent you. I haven't told about a month ago. And then I did say that one day. And she said, oh, don't worry. A lot of people will comment and tell me that they heard about me from your channel. So I thought that was great. So those of you who do that, I really appreciate you letting her know how you found her. Oh, Terry says that. With every order, I tell Kimberly that Marie sent me. Well, good for you, Terry. You took the words right out of my mouth. And Glenda says, agree totally on crumbs and scrappy block size. Yep. Okay. I got to try to catch up here. Goodness, I'm way behind. I'm going to have to skip over some Fran, love your shows, love the bags. Do you have patterns for them, especially with the zipper? Thanks, like your hair too. I do not have patterns, I have tutorials, but I do know that coming up, because I have the tutorial for this, there's 2 versions of this. There's 2 versions of this, and there's going to be another one because I have been asked to make a tutorial showing a zipper top or zipper inside, and that's going to have to be 2 separate videos of the bag pattern or the bag tutorial. But no, I don't have an actual pattern because most of my items you can just cut them to whatever size you want them to be, and I go through and tell you how that is. Oh, I know what I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, hi, Jan. I already showed your bag. I hope it's the right Jan. Oh, terrible, I didn't wait to find out. Kathy, good idea with the iron. I'll plug it into the outlet controlled by the switch as I leave the room. Yep, that's another one. Yes, Terry, she does ship fast. Terry's been in the pool. Oh, goodness. I got to get my tablet turned on. I know I was going to do something. Well, that's how quick I lose it. I have to scroll back and know what I was doing. I don't know. I went on my tablet for something. Oh, I know what it was now. I just have to get there while I'm talking because I don't like to look down away from the screen because then I feel rude, like if I was looking down at like trying to get the thing to zoom in or whatever. So I apologize, but I wanted to read something to you guys because it made my day first thing this morning. And it was a new subscriber. I just need to pause this video. I don't need the video to play. Just need the comments. When I open from the, I'm sorry, showing you, you can't see. When I click on the link from YouTube Studio, it will not open in the app. It actually ends up opening in the .com address, which makes me crazy. Okay, this was what I woke up to today. And this is just, I loved it. She said, hello. After watching this video, I'm a new subscriber. I'm a new sewer, but with your great in-depth step-by-step tutorial, you've made me feel as though I can make this. I absolutely adore this make, and your teaching method put the cherry on top. Thank you so very much. And that was on the double zippered bag that was 2 weeks ago. And that made me feel good because I tried very hard to explain it in a way that anyone, even if you haven't put in a zipper yet, could do that double zipper bag. So, you know, comments really make it. They really do. And I appreciate each and every one. Okay, I got to catch up. I'm way behind. Yeah, it's you, Jan. Okay, Jan, the one in here is the one who bought the bag, the tote bag that I just showed. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning from beautiful West Michigan alongside Lake Michigan. Do you guys have snow? My mind drops thoughts in a flash. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. Oh, Lisa's serving coffee and donuts. I want donuts. My mind tells me not to put things in writing. Good morning, Shirley. She's got the big wave there. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. So I was just going to say something just like that. By the time I got done saying hello to Shirley, it's, you know, gone. Isn't that silly? There was something about sewing. Duh. Terry says, I haven't made that double zipper bag yet. I have to. I did one the hard way with 5 zipper pockets. Oh yeah, you sent me that. I have to look into that. I don't know how that's made differently as far as how it's put together. Yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So this is not Happy Mail yet, but I said to a friend of mine the other day that I want to get some K Facet scraps, and you can buy K Facet scrap bags, but I saw some at a certain place for a certain price, and I went back and they were gone. So I thought, well, I'll just wait it out. And she says, oh no, I'm going to send you some. And I thought, because it's going in another zippered tote bag, as if you don't know what it's going to be already, right? But that's what I was going to say. So, and on the subject of K Facet, I was watching Mona's video the other day from Mona Did What, and she was showing some charm packs that she bought from So Yeah. Now, you guys have been telling me about them for quite a while, and I know I should be checking them out, but she got them for $10 a piece. You could have knocked me over. Wait, what? $10? Are you serious? Well, she didn't say $10. I went over to the live stream, the replay of the live stream she bought them from, and they were showing them for $10. So, I'm going to register with them now. I didn't know their prices were that good. That is amazing. Just amazing. Terry, done with the burrito method? Oh, okay. Patty says, I bought the Missouri Star Quilt Company all access pattern and it was the worst buy ever. I want to get the zip and go pattern. Not sure who the seller is. I don't know that pattern or that bag. Unless I know it and not by name. I'm going to look it up. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a crossbody bag. I would just Google it, probably, Patty. I don't know. I'm sorry. I mean, I just did a quick Google search really quick to see what it looked like, but yeah. Oh, Terry, you bought some too. I didn't know that. Honor says they sell all their charm packs for $10. Wow. I'm blown away, you guys. It doesn't take much. Glenda, does anyone else besides me live for What's Up Wednesday? I feel like this is not just a group, it's like family. Now that's sweet. I love this. I do. I look forward to Wednesdays every week. Every week. And the other day I was feeling really rough pain-wise, and I thought, oh, I got to feel better by Wednesday, because I've had to, you know, put this off before because of pain, and you guys have been great, although you tend to worry a lot, which I love you guys for. But if I ever have to cancel and say, you know, I just can't do it this week, it's usually because of a pain issue. Because when my pain gets bad, I can't talk, especially for this long. But I will do it whenever I can. We do have fun here, and we all are a big family. We really, really are. Yeah. Lisa says Saturday's the best, usually $6.50 a yard. Well, see, and that is a good deal, but I can go to Martin. I don't know what fabric you're talking about, but I can go to Martin's and get stuff for $3.99 a yard. And yes, some of it's up to $6.99, but maybe you're talking about designer labels too, so that would be different. That would be different. So, you're right, Honor. You're right. Oh, Terry's going to look it up. She's the one to know. She definitely is the one to know. Okay, I don't know if Jan is still here, but Jan, if you are still here, as soon as What's Up Wednesday is over with, which yes, we will have to end in a few minutes, guys. But once it's over, I'm going to package up your bag, and I will message you and let you know, because I will get it out in today's mail as long as I can catch the mailman, because I have to catch him on his way driving by. So, but if I'm sitting here sewing, I can see him on his way by. Kathy says highlight of my week and schedule around it. I schedule around it too, Kathy. No, thank you. I appreciate that. But no, why I'm joking is if I go to make an appointment or something like with physical therapy, they'll say, when's good for you? I'll say anytime except for Wednesday mornings. Okay, Jan says that she's seen Kate Fassett at Martin's. Yeah, and according to my local girl, they've had Tula Pink fabric there too. But the last time I went in, that I hadn't been in for a while, into Martin's, I went in and someone different was working, and I said, do you know if you guys have in any Tula Pink fabric? And she's like, any what? All our pinks are over there. And I'm like, no, I mean, it's a designer, Tula Pink. And she had that look that because she's covering the sewing area, she doesn't normally work there, so she wouldn't know. And I'm like, that's okay, I'll take a look. Of course, it's a lot of fabric to look through. But I have heard that they had that there. You just never know. And Jan, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to describe Martin's to people who don't shop there, because what they have one time does not mean they have it ever again, or that they even have it the next day, because once it's gone, it's gone. Honor says $11.50, the new stash. Oh, for designer? Honor says, I've been telling you that's who turned me into a fabric addict. I need to throw it in the car and drive to Maine and sew it up with you. It's on the shelf. It's not like I really need fabric. I just got some wonderful fabric in the mail over the last few weeks that the number of bags that I have planned in my head, I tell you, some of that Lorelei Harris fabric is like, I can't wait to get to it. But with the Lorelei, I'm going to get some black and white or maybe some red to go with it. But either way. Hey, Denise, good to see you. Denise with her thumbs up. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Hi, Giovanna. You woke up. Grab your coffee. Oh, you've been lurking in the background as she just had woken up from her nap. Okay. Georgina, you take care. I'm glad you dropped by. Mary says, deer in the headlights. And Jan, it's a huge warehouse. Our Martin's is pretty big. Yep. Kathy says, I grew up in Maine and all my siblings lived there. The military brought my house out west. Well, what's funny about where I live is I'll tell people I'm in Aroostook County, Maine, and they're like, oh yeah, Maine is like, they think of Maine, they think coastal Maine, lobsters, this and that. And I'm like, no. I am, when you leave Bangor, you don't see anything for 2 hours on the I-95 until you hit Holton. And then you got to take Route 1 for an hour to get to where I am after you get there. Because I won't name names, but I had a friend of mine say, do you have such and such juice bar? And I'm like, juice bar? We're lucky we have a Walmart. No, we don't have a juice bar. That's southern Maine. That's the other Maine. That's what we call it, the other Maine. Honor, that's right. She says, I don't need fabric, I just want. And that's what I told you the other day. It's not like I need Kate Fassett scraps. I want them, but I don't need them. Oh, now, a while back I showed you guys that 2 of my subscribers sent me some selvage edges, and I have been using those on postcards and decorating bags and all sorts of stuff, so thank you again. But I knew where one was, and I dug it out the other day to go with what Adam sent me. So look at that, a Tula Pink selvage edge from Spirit Animal. I love it when that happens. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, good morning. Terry says, I love that Lorelei fabric. I have to find something I want desperately. Charlotte, good morning to all, just getting on. I lost my brother yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. You listen later, hon. You take care. Giovanna, tea for me. I don't drink tea or coffee. I don't. But every once in a while, I allow myself this, and it's usually during a What's Up Wednesday. I can't drink very much or it will make me feel icky, but because I drank soda for years and I drank too much of it. But as long as I keep that can cold, that takes me like 6 hours to drink it. I mean, I have water. So. Okay, let's see. Terry says, I prefer to care for my wants, not needs first. Well, as long as you're looking out, Terry. Long as you're looking out. June, unfortunately, Terry doesn't have a channel. So, yeah. Yes, Jan, the county is far away. And I always say it's a cruel joke on the highway. And Jan, I don't know if you've driven up this way, but about halfway between Bangor and Holton, there's a sign that says UMFK, which for those who don't know is University of Maine at Fort Kent. And if you look for Fort Kent, Maine on a map, it's way above me. Anyway, about halfway between Bangor and Holton on this long stretch of the I-95, there's a sign that says UMFK next left. Technically, it's not wrong, but you've got another 100 miles to go before you make that left, and then once you make that left, you're going to drive for about 2.5, 3 hours to get there. So you got all these kids on the road to college going, oh yeah, UMFK is just up the road. Nah, not so much. Not so much. Oh, Kathy, Van Buren is north of me. Yep, that is north of me. That's actually not very far from where I am. My son's in Caribou, which is the next town up, and then it's Van Buren. Let's see. Yeah, sending hugs to everyone. Oh, goodness, that's sad. Okay, Terry, is Kathy on later today? What time? I'll try to drop in. Yes, Jan, about 5 hours, yeah. Because I always say to go see my mom in Augusta, I've got to leave, you leave Prescott, you've got an hour's drive to Holton to hit the I-95, and then you're over 2 hours just to Bangor, but you're 4 hours to Holton, so I'm just under 5 hours to get to Augusta. Jan's not lying here. It's a pretty drive, but there's no radio after you hit Lincoln, Maine. I try to tell people, and they'll say, oh no, I watched a video. You guys have some stuff there. I'm like, no, you guys have no idea how far we are from everything. But thank you, Jan. You understand. I know you do. Yes, Nancy, I did get my hair cut. Yeah, I did. I got it cut Tuesday. Monday. Yeah, it wasn't yesterday. Yeah, it was Monday. Terry, can't imagine living there. I live in congested New York, which I still love. My husband was born in New York City, but his mother brought him back to Maine when he was just, I think, a couple months old. Yeah, but he was born in Brooklyn. June, yes, I know that, but I just, because all of a sudden everyone has a channel, but I have never found yours. Oh, about Terry, I gotcha. Route 1 from Holton is the worst, you know it. And potholes, oh my land. Well, Jan, if you ever come up this way, you know where I am. Terry says Kathy is usually on Monday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I will check her out because I'm going to be doing some sewing this afternoon. Thanks to Yo Patty, Kathy Quilts has undertaken a project you may all be interested in. Well, they'll have to check it out. She left the link there. And be sure to check out some of these links because my moderators are awesome at dropping everyone's links so you guys get to all these channels, whether they've been around a while or are brand new. We love to visit them all and check everyone out. Good morning, Doris. We're just getting ready to say goodbye, unfortunately, but I'm glad you dropped in. Terry, I was born there as well. I love Brooklyn still. I was there last week having lunch with a friend. Haven't been out to eat since before lockdown. Well, my husband is Italian and his dad lived there. That's where his mom met his dad in the 1950s. Giovanna says, where I live, there's a town attached to another. Nothing is far away. Yeah, we really don't have a lot as far as stores. We don't. Like, a friend of mine, when she first subscribed to my channel, she gifted me a Kohl's gift card. And I'm like, yikes, I'll have to order online. We don't have a Kohl's. And then I said it to someone else. And they're like, well, what do you got to do? A little bit of a drive? I said, yeah, about 3 hours to get to a Kohl's. Lisa says, Marie, we all thank you for your directions. We'll make it much easier for the charter bus driver. I love it. Denise, you're welcome for the visit. I hope you do watch the replay. Beverly says, just come across this. I'm dog sitting until next Friday. No sewing for me, but they'll keep you entertained, Beverly, if nothing else, and busy. Doris missed it again thanks to the time zone. Terry says, me too, Italian American. I'm only second generation here. Hi, Carrie. Oh, late getting on. Yeah, well, me, I've got an Italian first. Well, Maria Elena is my name, and then, yeah, named after my mom's best friend from Italy. So, okay, I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me today here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. It's always tough to say goodbye, but we have to end it at some point. But thank you guys. Oh, Betty says fabric. Do I need more fabric? No, but I want this fabric. Will I use this fabric? I have a plan for this fabric. That's the story of every one of our lives, Betty. You hit it in a nutshell. Perfect. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Hugs to you all, and remember, be kind out there. The world needs more of that. And I'll see you next time right here on Sunday.